Okay, problem 13 on your review. Two teachers were making an answer key to an assignment and came up with this as the way to find the composite surface area of the figure. All right, so there's Mrs. Johnson, and Miss Smith, and they both got different answers. And guess what? Teachers are almost perfect, but not quite there. I always like to say I'll be perfect next year. So first of all, what are we looking for? Well, we're trying to find the surface area, which means, like, let's say I was trying to paint this cone. All right? I'd be painting the outside of it. And since I can't reach this circle in here, this red part will not be painted. All right? And then I'm going to be painting underneath, probably the same color, but I'm just showing a different color to compare. This other shape. This is a hemisphere or half a sphere. All right? So this is half a sphere, hemisphere. The best way to check and see whose work is correct is to go ahead and set it up yourself. Rather than like say, oh, what did they do? Do it yourself. All right. So first of all, let's go ahead and do this lateral surface area of a cone. So surface area, cone, right here, lateral. That's what I want. Pi RL. So that's the green area. Pi RL, green, plus yellow. This is what we're going to do. All right. Then I'm going to add half the surface area of the sphere. Sphere. There's only total. Why is there no laterals? Spheres don't really have different sides. It's all one surface. So I'm going to use this 4 pi r squared, exactly as it appears in the math chart. So, but I'm doing a half of it because I have half a sphere. All right, so I can actually go ahead and compare my answers right now. Pi RL, yep. Half of 4 pi r squared. Well, that looks a little bit different, but not that different. Okay, so that one's okay. Pi r times L plus r plus 4 pi r squared over 2. Okay, this one's fine, but that's wrong. So I don't even have to look at the rest of these problems. I can tell just right at the setup at the beginning where the mistake is. Moving on to problem 14. Miss Helms bought a solid glass globe with a stand. If the diameter of the globe is 37 centimeters, so this is a globe, it's a ball, all shaped and curvy, and the diameter straight across is 37 centimeters. All right? And they want to know what is the volume in terms of pi. So how many pi's is it? All right. So I can find the radius. Radius is diameter divided by 2. So it's going to be 18.5 centimeters. Use your math chart. Look at the formula. Exactly. 4/3 pi r cubed. V equals 4 over 3 pi r cubed. Now, believe it or not, you've been doing pi r squared so much since 6th grade that you sometimes will square something even though you're supposed to cube it. So let's do this. Pi, and I'll have 18.5 cubed. How do I cube on the calculator? There are two ways. I'm just going to use the easy way for cubing. 18.5 cube. There you go. And I get 6331.625. 4/3 pi times 6331.625. All right. The other way you can cube, just to quickly show you, you can hit, put in your number first, 18.5, then hit the math button, and you can see right there is the cube. And see it shows the little 3 on top, hit enter, and I get exactly the same answer. Then just go ahead and multiply this by the 4, and I get 25326.5 all over 3 pi. That's a decimal, might as well divide it by 3. 8. Okay, so I divided it by 3, and that's what I got. This is a repeating decimal. The calculator only changes it to 7 because it can't do 6 forever. So copying the answer down, 8442.16, and I'll put a little bar. That's actually a little more accurate, and pi. This is my answer. Now, if I wanted to round it to a specific position, I could say 8442 0.1, say I was doing to the hundredths, then it would be this one. Okay? Number 15. The figure shows a net representation of a square pyramid. If the base shaded area is 60 feet by 60 feet and the slant height of the pyramid is 70 feet, what is the total surface area of the pyramid? So notice how it says total. That includes lateral and base. S equals question mark. This is 60. That is 60, right? Slant height, which is a straight up and down, is 70. Now, why is it straight up and down here? That's because it's a net. If I were to draw this again where it's standing kind of on its base, the slant height is the line that goes there. See how if I unfold it, it looks like the line that's right here. Okay? So they want to find total surface area for a pyramid. So pull out your handy math chart. Pyramid. Pyramid. Total surface area is right here. It is 1/2 perimeter times slant height plus the base. See, because there's only one base in the pyramid. Now, the base of the pyramid should be pretty simple. 60 times 60, you learn how to do that in elementary school. So 60 times 60 is 3,600 of this base. In fact, I'll just call it B. All right? And the way I got that was 60 times 60. All right? The perimeter. What is the perimeter going to be? Well, the perimeter is the distance around. The perimeter equals 4 times 60, which is 240. And I should say feet. All right? So now I know the perimeter, I know the slant height, and I know the base. I can just substitute. I should put my S there. I shouldn't really drop parts on my formula. So 240 times 70 plus 3,600. So let's do 240 times 70, and then I'm doing the divided by 2. I think it's easier to divide by 2 than it is to multiply by 1/2. I get 8,400 for the first part, but I also have the 3,600. So when I add those two together, whoops, plus 3,600, I get 12,000. And is that feet? Feet squared or feet cubed? Remember, area, square units.